I'm back again with a live stream. So today I just wanted to come on here and talk about some of the news from yesterday. As you know, yesterday was the Samsung Unpacked event, and the S24 Ultra was released. The S24 Ultra, the S24, the S24 Plus. And I just want to come on here and talk about some of the news that was going on in the devices, and if I pre-ordered one or if I did not pre-order one, and to ask some of you in the chat if you will be pre-ordering one for yourself, because it'll be the new kid on the block. And you know how it is when it's the new kid on the block. A lot of tech YouTubers and tech heads like to go pick it up. So I'm just talking about that right now. Let me share this out to everybody on YouTube so they can um know what's going on. Oh, Jojo, this is a real stream. I'm really streaming. Yeah, I'm really streaming. I wanted to talk about the Samsung Galaxy S24, and let me know some of your thoughts, Jojo, because I know you already have one in your hand. Let me know some of your thoughts. Let me know some of your thoughts. But let me share this before we get started so people can come and check me out. All right, let me share that. So let me see. I shared it to Twitter. If I did everything right, it's on Twitter. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I just shared it on Twitter. So let me know if you get this notification. I know some people may be still at work and so on and so on. And like I said, really I don't really put a schedule. I just sporadically jump on and do videos. Why? I don't know. That's just how I am. Jojo says, I just got in this morning and went straight to sleep. Didn't start setting up the device until earlier this afternoon. Still tweaking. She says she is still tweaking things. Hey, that's good to go. At least you have it in your hand. So far, just trying to get used to it. I'm a pixel girl. Yes, yes, yes. And that is a very different kind of road to climb on when you're coming from pixel to a Samsung device, because with the Samsung devices, you do get a lot more customization than just having stock Android. Jojo, can you hear me all right? Please let me know. I do have this USB-C mic connected. Just let me know if you can hear me all right, since you're the only one watching right now. But that's okay, because like I said, I just jumped on. I didn't schedule this. You hear me perfectly, okay? So I did I did get to watch the Unpacked event. Usually I don't get to watch it because I'm working, but yesterday I actually got to watch it. I didn't watch it all. I watched some of it, and then I was like, let me hop on and see what these deals look like, if there were any deals. So we have Sean, if that's how you say your name. He says, "Yo, what's up? What's up? I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to have you, even though this was last minute. But like I was saying, yes, I did look at some of the event. I think it was. I think they did a little too much for the device. I really do. I think some of the stuff they did was extra. I know bringing Mr. Beast, having a video of him showing off what he was doing, it doing that was very cool. And I feel like because he was on there in the video, I feel like you may get more people to buy the device because they're like, yo, Mr. Beast use the device, and he says it's a nice device, or he's saying you can do this with it and you can do that with it. But I feel like some of the stuff they just, overdid it. They overdid it because when you get the device, you're probably not gonna be blown away with the cameras as much as they were showing off online. But I don't want to go into that too much because I don't have the phone, and I don't want to say this and say that, and then someone sees the video and they're like, Kia, you said this, but and you said that. No, I don't want to. So I'm not going to speak on that part too much. But we do have tech for your needs. What's up? Thank you for coming by. I do have uh the Hawks TV in the building. She's another cool person that likes tech, and I'm glad to have you stop by my live stream. She says, hope everyone is having a great afternoon. Yes, my afternoon is going good. But overall, do I like what the S24 has to offer? I do. But the only thing about that is the price. Well, not the pricing, because the phone is going to be expensive either way it goes. Every year it's going to get expensive, and if you're trading in a device, you're not paying full price for the device. But to me, it looks the same as the S23 Ultra on the back. So I feel like if you had an S23 Ultra and you had a S24 Ultra, if you had them side by side, you wouldn't be able to tell which one is which, except for they do have nicer colors this year or whatever, like a violet purplish looking color, then that blue looking color, and some kind of yellow looking color. I hate that they do not have a cream white color. That's kind of a bummer because last year with the S23 Ultras, they did give you the choice of a cream color. Sean says, he says, saw somewhere the AI was going to be free for the first year, then we'll be charging. Yes, that's another thing. I heard about that too. And for that to be for you to pay for later, it's kind of stupid because Google doesn't charge you for AI. I feel like if you're going to do that, that should just be built in and there shouldn't be no charge for that. So I don't get what Samsung is doing right there. Uh, the Hawks TV says they will charge for some AI features in 2 years. Some, if they're gonna have AI, it just all needs to be free. I don't get that. Yeah, Samsung. I don't know. That's why I said Samsung confuses me sometimes. And I know a lot of you may want to know, did I order the S24 Ultra? I did not pre-order the S24 Ultra. I don't even know if I'm going to even get the S24 Ultra. Not saying that I don't want it. Of course I want it, but I don't know if I want to go trade in a phone to get it, because when I'm looking at devices for me and my channel, I'm looking at devices that I'm going to actually use on a day-to-day basis, not just not just to unbox it. It's a plus that I have a YouTube tech channel that I can buy the phone, use it for what I need to use it for, and also unbox it and do a review over it. But I'm not out here buying tech for views. I can't do that because I don't have that kind of money, and that can get very costly. When I'm picking up a device, it's a device that I am very interested in, and it's a device that I'm going to use in the long run. That's when I pick up devices. Tech for Your Needs said, if enough people make a big deal of the AI being paid subscription, Samsung might change their mind. Right. And that's another thing. A lot of us tech people and people in general that buy these phones, tablets, so on and so on, we just roll with the punches that they give us. We don't talk about the issues and be like, hey, I don't want this, or hey, I don't want that. What do? We just keep on giving them our money. As long as we keep giving a company our money, they're going to do whatever they want to do. If we speak up, if enough of us speak up, Samsung people, different other people are watching these videos, and if enough of us speak up, I'm sure they will make a change. It might not happen right away, but 2 or 3 years from now, it might happen. You just have to speak up. You can't just let that stuff go unhidden. You have to speak up for yourself. Sean says, for the price of the phones nowadays, the feature should be free for the lifetime of phone updates. And that's another thing. I'm talking about too. Yes, you do have a point. That's just like with the companies taking the phone brick away and so on and so on. You're paying so much money for these devices, but they cannot give you everything. And it's sad because you have a lot of these smaller phone companies, phone brand, not companies, but phone brands that are making devices and they can give you everything. And sometimes you get even better features on that budget device than you will on a flagship device. Me, myself, I'm just kind of tired of paying and just trading in devices for a mediocre device, is what I'm going to say, because a lot of these devices that come out never really have a lot of the features that I would, want them to have. And even if they did, I know they will be expensive. But if it's something that I really, really, really want bad, no matter how expensive it is, I'm going to figure out a way to get it. I'm going to save up money so I can have it. And I don't know. I'm just getting tired of just, oh, well, it doesn't have this. It doesn't have it doesn't have great cameras, but I'm going to still buy it anyway. I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of being the one to have to buy these kind of devices for that purpose. I want to buy a phone to where maybe there's only like two two cons, and the most are pros. But I have not yet really found a phone like that. Probably never will, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just overwhelming and upsetting with Samsung, and not just Samsung, any other company. But since we're talking about the S24 Ultra series, I'm going to say Samsung. And when I was looking at their website, I'm thinking to myself, it's almost cheaper for you to get a S24 Plus, and you would probably still be okay. You'd come out and save a lot more money than you would with the Ultra. The only difference is the screen size, in that the Ultra comes with the pen. Of course, you're lacking a few features, but that wouldn't really matter to me. I'm starting to come to the point of, I want to get a phone for a better buy instead of getting the ultras, getting the latest and greatest. I want to get a phone for a better buy. And I feel like if you're out there looking for S24 device, I'm going to say get the S24 Plus. It's a better buy. I'm not saying it's a better device, because it probably isn't, because it doesn't have the S Pen. It doesn't have the big screen, but some people do not need all of that in a phone. So if I were to get a S24, it would be a S24 Plus, but I don't know if I'm going to even do that. But I don't know if I'm going to even do that, because I have my heart and mind set on the Z Fold 6. So, yes, it sucks that I have to hold off and not get this device, but I'll be okay. I don't have to always just have the latest and greatest and just rush. Sharky Finn text says, "Hola Kia and fellow chatters, what's up? I'm glad to have you on." But yeah, don't just go out there and rush and get the device because it's the latest and the greatest. We all know we want it, but you don't have to have it. It's a want and a need. Do you need it, or do you just want it, or are you trying to get it for views? You have to sit back and try to play these things smart, because other phones are going to be coming out. August, you have the a Z Fold 6 coming out, and then you'll have other phones coming out, and sometimes when I go about buying my tech, I usually try to do two flagships a year, and then throughout the year, some budget devices, if I just have to have something to tinker with and play with, and these flagship devices are getting more and more expensive. I'm not complaining about that because like I said, if it's something that I really want, I'm going to, find a way to save money to get it, whether I trade in this or whether I trade in that. Let's see what he says. Google Pixel gives you AI features for free. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, Google has it baked into their device for free. You don't have to pay for that, and that is good. People keep reminding Samsung of sooner or later they're going to change their minds. Right. I mean, they can change their mind, they don't have to charge. They shouldn't charge for that. I don't know why they would want to charge you for that, you know, because the phone, you're already paying a lot of money for the phone if you're going to buy the phone straight out. And then now they're talking about charging for AI features later on. And to me, the AI, that's not a big deal for me. I don't really care about AI like that. Like, some people's like, oh, AI this, oh, AI that. I'm scared of AI, to put it, if you want to know, I'm scared of AI. So I wouldn't really care to just have it in a phone like that. Outdoor phones has more features than these phones that are heavy on the pocket. True, 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 true. Jojo says not necessarily. Newer Pixels get the AI features, but for older Pixels, there may be a Google One subscription. Oh, really? I didn't know about that, Jojo. I haven't gotten to it, and I haven't gotten into it that deep. All S24 Ultra phones are 8K video. See right there, you could walk out with an S24, have 8K, have 8K video. S24 Plus have 8K video. You don't even have to get the Ultra if you don't want the Ultra. I feel like the Ultra is geared to people that like the Note style devices. But with me having a folding phone, I feel like there's no need for me to have a ultra device from Samsung, because the fold is doing that, except the cameras may be a little weaker, but I get the writing and all of that on my Google, on my fold, I mean, from Samsung. So it is what it is. Everybody has their thoughts and opinions on that. Sean says, "Hi Kia." He says, "I'm scared of AI and robots." Right. When I think of AI, I'm thinking of robots taking over and all of this. So I feel you, So, AI can be used for good, but it also can be used for bad. And I feel like a lot of these companies that are coming out with AI products are going to be used for good, but then somebody's going to figure out a way how to turn them against us, or to be getting even more information. So I'm just not a big fan of AI right now, and I don't really know too much about it. I know a little bit about AI. I know it can be helpful, but then I also know it can be hurtful at times too. I don't, so AI, I could care less about AI, to tell the truth. I don't need it in my phone. I really don't. AI does make you much easier. It is called the ease of use of the product. Yes, yes, it makes it much easier, but it also makes you a lot more lazier also. And we already are lazier with using our tech devices already. I don't need to get even more lazier. I mean, but it is a cool idea if it's used for the right purpose, in the right purpose. T-Mobile is giving people the S24 for free, and if you opt for the S24 Plus or S24 Ultra, you'll get 800 off the price of those without trade-ins. And that's another thing I was going to bring that up too. If you're out there wanting to buy a S24 or S24 Ultra, I would recommend you go the carrier routes, because the carriers are giving you better deals, even though you're going to be tied into a contract, or not a contract, but even though you're going to be tied in for years or whatever. If you're not planning on leaving, then that may be the way to go for you to get the device you want. That may be the way you go. Make your life much easier. Uh, AI puts people out of jobs unless you're the person programming it. Yes, and that's another thing. And see, that's another thing what I'm afraid of. AI is gonna take over one day, and that's crazy. And there's gonna be nothing we can do about it. So all this AI talk is really crazy. It's really crazy. Okay, I have the tech preacher in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? If you guys are not subscribed to him, please go check his channel out. He makes way, way, way better content. He makes nicer videos. He has just dope. He talks about dope things all the time, and I'm always checking him out, watching his podcast. I just love the work that he's doing, and he's very helpful when you have a tech problem or a tech question. He has helped me out a lot. So please go subscribe to him if you haven't already. But yeah, and then I'm on AT&T, and if you're on AT&T, of course you're stuck in with a longer deal, but they're giving you $1,000 off towards the S24 Ultra. So far the carrier deals look nice, and with AT&T you can get a S24 Ultra for $0, whatever. It's something you're gonna have to pay, but it's not much, and then you can do the same with the S24 Plus. So, I mean, there's deals out there if you just have to have the phone, but I'm not buying it. I'm not going to get one. I didn't get the S23 either Ultra. I wanted the S23 Ultra, just wasn't able to get it. So, I'm probably not even going to get the S24 Ultra. Yes, it looks nice, but it looks the exact same. Really, a lot of changes that they've done was really, to me, they just brought over titanium, but overall it does look the same. And I'm eager to know if S23 Ultra cases will fit on the S24 Ultra. If anybody out there knows that, please let me know. That's why I'm keeping my S23 Ultra and getting my Note 20 back. Hey, there you go. Or if you really want to buy the S24 Ultra, just wait, because even the tech preacher said last year with the S23 Ultras, they were selling them, but then they were giving you that 1,000 off a little later. So maybe just wait. Don't rush out there and get it right now. Just wait a little later. And if I get it, I'll wait, because I really do want it, because it looks nice. I'm not saying it's a bad phone, but I'm just not going to pre-order it like I usually do. And I do have cases coming in for it, and I'm still waiting on a dummy unit to come in so I can do some case videos, but I'm just not going to have the physical phone in my hand. If you are paying 24 months or more, that is a contract, in my opinion. Leave your carrier and you will get a bill for the whole amount in the USA. But with me, I'm not leaving my carrier. I'm not going to leave my phone carrier until I pay off of my phones. But I learned the lesson. I'm not buying any more phones under AT&T. From now on, I'm going the unlock route. I have two more phones that I'm going to pay off. I have two more phones that I need to pay off. And then, whose birthday is it? They just sent some balloons. Okay, whatever. I don't know what that was. But anyways, I have two more phones that I need to pay off, which is my iPhone 13 Pro Max, my Z Fold 3. So as soon as I have like what, $399 to pay off on my Z Fold 3, $299 to pay off on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. So the plan is I'm going to pay those off sometime this year, probably within the next few months. I'm going to pay those two off, so that way when Samsung puts their Z Fold 6 on sale, I can trade it in, go to Samsung, get the Z Fold 6 unlocked, and then with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, I can trade it in for whatever other device I want to get unlocked. And then that will only leave me with my iPhone 15 Pro Max and my Z Fold and Google Pixel Fold to be on AT&T. And then once I'm done paying all of those off, I'm going to stay on AT&T, but I'm not buying any more phones on AT&T because I had 5 lines with them, and it really is pricey. So if you do not like paying that much money for a phone bill, don't do what I did. It might not be the smartest, but the only reason why I went that route was because I could get the products without paying the full amount, even though I had to pay monthly, I thought it worked out. In the meantime, it really didn't work out. It's actually hurting me more than it is helping me. But like I said, I learned my lesson. I will not be doing that anymore. I'll be going back to unlocked devices. How I started off. I started off with unlocked devices, and then I went to AT&T. Big mistake. But the tech preacher says, I'm waiting for better trading deals. I'm not in no rush. Right. Me neither. Not now. I used to be, but not now. I'm just going to wait it out and see what they have later on in the year. My homie, big homie Fit Tech says, what's up, little sis? Beautiful new setup. Thanks. Unlocked all day, every day. Yeah. Unlocked is the way to go. I got away from it, but I'm going back to it. Trust me. I'm going back to it. I have to. Sharky Fin Tech says, no, the S24 Ultra cases will not fit on the S23 Ultra. The display is nearly perfectly flat this year, even though the screen size is identical. The S24 Ultra is a bit wider because of the flat screen. See, I didn't know that either, because I don't really look into phones that much if I'm really not sure if I'm going to get it or not yet. But I didn't know that. Okay, so there you go. So if you have the S23 Ultra, no, your S23 Ultra cases will not fit on the S24 Ultra, and I hate that companies are doing that nowadays. I wish they'll just leave them the same to where you can use them, because now you have to go out and buy all these new cases for a whole new phone. He says, good point, Sharky Finn. So yeah, I understand what you are saying when you come right there. Mr. Mario says, yeah, I buy my phones unlocked and I use them on Metro by T-Mobile. My service is great, no complaints. True, I used to have Metro by T-Mobile. The only problem I had with Metro by T-Mobile was I was not able to switch out my SIMs like I wanted to, because one day I might want to rock one phone, the next day I might want to rock another phone, and that's where I had the problem. So when I do go back unlocked, I'll probably go to Cricket instead, because over there I can just do the switch and the flop, and then Cricket uses AT&T's towers, because AT&T bought out Cricket. So that'll probably be the way I go. I'm not buying new cases at all. So what you gonna do if you get a new phone? You just gonna rock your phone naked? Because you almost have to buy new cases if you are getting a new phone. Now I'm not really tripping about the cases. It sucks. It sucks that you have to buy new cases, but so many companies be reaching out to me to send me cases for phones. So, I have I'll still buy my own cases, but companies will send me cases for phones. So, I mean, I can get cases, but, I'm just going to have to start telling some of the companies that I'm not getting the device. So I wouldn't recommend you send me the case. But some of the companies don't even care. They're like, if you have a dummy unit, you can still do a case review on the dummy unit. So I'm like, okay, at least it's content for my channel. So that's what I'm waiting on, for my dummy unit to come in so I can make some case videos, because White Storm Dome sent me some things for the S24 Ultra. Armadillo Tech. Well, not yeah, Caseborn. Then Thinborn is sending me a case. Then I have a case from Pataka, which was nice. Them, they sent me out a case for the S24 Ultra and Poetic. And I think I'm getting some cases from UAG. And I think that's it. Because I don't like to have these cases sitting around and I don't have the phone for it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, my project 13, what's up? He said it's a part of marketing, but at the same time, the design changes, mostly the microphones, hardware layout, and the speaker pos- positioning. Okay, which is true, which is true. I just hate that they do it. I wish they'd just leave it alone. Like if it's not broke, don't fix it, you know? I get one case that a zero lemon, that's it. Okay. But them cases are heavy duty and kind of bulky. T-Mobile GSM also, and you can hot swipe the SIM card. I even have digits, aka duplicated line from my primary phone number, which is great for testing a device quickly. Oh, DM me so we can talk about that more because I don't know what you're talking about. I have how many? I have. Let me see. I have 4 cell phone lines right now. 4 phones that actually have cell phone numbers in them. Yeah, that's crazy. When I can be saving money elsewhere, I know. And I only use 2 of them every day, which is my iPhone and then the Sims in my Google Pixel Fold. But if any of y'all pre-ordered the S24 Ultra or S24, let me know. Or if you have questions for me, let me know in the chat. Since I have some time to be on here for a little bit, let me know what you have, or if you didn't get it, or if you're planning on get it, or if you're even planning on getting a whole different phone, because I know the OnePlus 12 will be coming out too. So you don't have to get the S24 Ultra or the S24 phones. I got about 25 cases for my S23 Ultra. Yeah, I be having a lot of cases for my devices too. But that's because I like to change up stuff all the time. Oh, okay. You sent me a link. I'll look at that link a little later. T-Mobile digits. Now, uh, sorry. Now, how good is it? Because I heard not that, but I heard T-Mobile will buy out your contract if you have them with other companies, and they'll give you money towards that. Does anybody know about that? Is that something that I should look into? You want the OnePlus 12? Yes, that does look nice. The only problem with the OnePlus devices that I don't like with the company on their web page is they don't do it the way Samsung does it. They don't take off money. You have to buy the device for the full price when you trade it in, and then I think you get I think you get your rebate, whatever, something mailed back to you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the only thing that I do not like about that's the only thing I do not like about OnePlus stuff. Uh the Hawk TV says yes, look into that. Okay, well I'm gonna have to look into it because I know I heard about them on TV saying T-Mobile will buy you out of your contracts and stuff if you go to them. You can get money back on that. Maybe that's something I would like to do. You got T-Mobile; they have been a blessing. T-Mobile will pay off your phone to move move to them. You need to see if T-Mobile works well in your area. Yeah, T-Mobile works great in my area actually, because I had Metro by T-Mobile, and they bought them too. So yeah, I mean, I can do that. I might look into doing that. Actually, I might look into doing that cuz I do want to move around and go to a different cell phone company. So I might look into doing that with my phones and just go over there. Sharky FinTech says, Kia, to be fair, a lot of people were complaining about the curved. infinity O display of the Ultra phones going away back to the Galaxy S6. The biggest issue is screen protector peeling off. Yeah, now that was a big problem for some people, but I really didn't care about the curved display. I felt like it was futuristic having a curved display. But I mean, they don't bother me that the phone is a flat display either, because you're right. Screen protectors will fit a lot better on a flat display than they do on a curved display. He said AT&T is not good. Well, it might not be good for you, but AT&T a service is great for me. I haven't had any problems with AT&T service. There's a link with the information above. Okay, thanks. I'll check it out. I just like to switch carriers every now and then. I don't like to stay, with the carrier for too long. AT&T gives you nothing at all. On what? What do you mean they don't give you anything at all? Digits on T-Mobile are not offered as a service anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's the big homie Fit Tech talking. I mean, AT&T has really been great for me. It's just, like I said, I need to go. I just want to go somewhere different. I just want to go somewhere different. I've always been like that. I'll stay with a company for a while and then I'll leave. But it is, why do I do that? I don't know. It's just something that I do. Digits is still offered at T-Mobile. When switching over to them, you get no perks at all. Oh, with AT&T? Yeah, now they do. They give you some perks cuz they say existing new and existing customers. Yeah, they give you some deals on phones. They give you some deals on phones. I could go right now and pre-order the S24 Ultra and get 1,000 off of it with a trade-in. That's for new and existing customers, but I'm not gonna get it. But yeah, they do give you some perks every now and then. I cut them off years ago. To each his own. I hear bad things about T-Mobile, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that the person that has it may not have it's not good in their area. That's all it is. Because excuse me, if you ask me, every phone company has its ups and downs. No phone company is perfect. At least I haven't found the perfect one, because if I have, I wouldn't have went from Cricket to Metro by T-Mobile to AT&T. So it's just the area you live in and what works for you is what I'm looking for. And since I've been with AT&T, I don't get any drop calls or anything. Of course, if I'm in a building where the towers may be super busy with a lot of people on them, I might not get all 5 bars, but it's not to where I can't use my phone. Just all depends on your area. If it's a strong connection in your area, Metro is great. Like I said, I had Metro, but the only problem with Metro was you could not switch your SIMs cards back and forth in a lot of phones. That was the only problem I had with Metro. But other than that, Metro was like Cricket to me. I got the same service on Metro like I did with Cricket, so I didn't have a problem. If you buy your iPhone via the Apple website with your carrier, the phone is unlocked, unlike when you purchase it from the carrier. Right. I know. That's the yep, that's the problem. But you're going to pay even more if you go through Apple instead of going through the carrier. A lot of my iPhone 15 Pro Max is locked to AT&T, but as soon as I pay it off, it'll be unlocked. Then I can use it anywhere. So as soon as I pay my iPhone 13 Pro Max off and my Z Fold 3 off, they will be fully unlocked. They'll be unlocked and I'll be able to use them anywhere. That is the goal that I'm going for. I'm just not going to trade in any more devices through AT&T because, yeah, it sounds like a deal, but your bill goes up and up and up. That's the only bad thing. Apple's website has carrier deals. Oh, they do? Didn't know that. I hate iPhones, but that's a great tip. Why do you hate iPhones? I can't speak on iPhones. I have an iPhone. I can't speak anything bad about it, and I have Android. I have to have them both. You're welcome, Sharky FinTech. Any more questions that you guys have for me? Anything? Any more questions you have for me? I just really wanted to get on here and talk about the S24 Ultra and the unpacked event and so on and so on. But it didn't wow me enough. The unpacked event didn't wow me enough. Said that guy that has an iPad, LOL. Yep, it just didn't wow me enough. Like sometimes when phones come out, I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta have it, But the Ultra S24 Ultra was like, I want it, but it wasn't like just have to have it. What's up, C Butter? What's up? I'm glad you were able to stop by. But yeah, some phones I do not just have to have, but some phones I'm like, oh man, I need it. But this was one of the phones like if I get it, I get it. If I don't get it, I just don't get it, you know. Because like I said, there'll be other phones coming out throughout the year that I may want to get. And if I get the S24 Ultra right now, then I may not be able to get another phone later in the year. So I just have to sit tight, hold my money, and be patient. And that's a bad thing with me being I have no patience when it comes to things I want. And when it's of tech, when I say I'm gonna get something, I usually get it. If I don't get it, I'm not too happy. So just have to be patient. I love my Razor. Yeah, I had the Razor, but the flip phone thing wasn't for me. I'd rather have a foldable device. As far as who flip and foldable phones, I'm just sticking with Motorola for flip and Samsung for foldables. Hey, if that's how you want to do it, that's how you do it. Yeah, I feel you. LOL. Let me share this to one more spot. But yeah, if that's what you like to do, then that's what you like to do. I just don't want to have two Samsung devices. I have a Fold, and then if I get the S24 Ultra, that's going to be two Samsung devices in the house. But I have to keep my Z Fold 3 and get the Z Fold 6 because I edit it on my Z Fold 3 all the time. So a Z Fold 3 is a must for me unless I get a Samsung tablet. I gotta have a Z Fold 3. So that's just something that I have to have for editing purpose only. Lewis, I only use that old, very laggy iPad a couple of times per week for streaming sports. The Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is my undisputed daily driver tablet. What's up? I got my homie, the big homie in the house. I have tech for your need. Phone tech at work. Not my bad. Not tech for your needs. He on her too, but I have phone tech at work. What's up, Alan? What's up? How are you? I'm glad you came through to check me out. I got to get a Redmi 9 Magic 9 to my collection. What I really, really, really want is a Tab S8 Ultra or a Tab S9 Ultra. That would be awesome because it's big. That would be awesome for editing on for me. I can set it up like a secondary screen on my to my computer, to my monitor. That is what I really, really want. Those tablets are pretty pricey too. Those tablets are pretty pricey also, but that's what I really, really, really need. That's what I really need, and that's what I really want. Instead of buying all these phones and then selling them. Sometimes I just have an itch to buy something, and it's like I gotta buy it. But then I buy it, I use it for a little bit, and then I'm like, oh, I don't really want this anymore, and then I sell it to try to get something else, you know. But I guess that's just how it is being a tech person, being in the tech world. You buy things that you don't need. Because I have a lot of tech items just sitting around here that I don't even use, and I'm like, dang, why did you buy this? You could have had something else, but you ended up buying this. That's crazy. How to use your tab S6 Lite with SPN. No, I do not, because I come from having more powerful tablets, and this one is just not cutting it for me. I'm actually gonna probably sell this on Facebook Marketplace. I just use my Z Fold 3 with my S Pen to edit my videos. It's big enough for me. So that's just how I edit it. I need to try to learn how to start editing on my Mac Mini, but the reason why I don't is because I love to be in a different area. You know, I can be in the front room editing a video. You know, I don't want to just have to be stationary sitting at the desk editing a video. So that's why I use my Samsung Z Fold 3, and because it has that bigger screen. I do like how Samsung tablets have the SD card slot and includes the S Pen, right? You know, no other tablets are really doing that. You know, the SD card slot is nice, but having that S Pen that come with it, it's nice. Like this is the Tab S6 Lite, came with the S Pen. You know, you don't have to worry about going to go buy another S Pen. You know, and that's how Samsung should keep it. I hope Samsung never get rid of the S Pens coming with the phones and coming with the tablets, because then I'll be done. Kia, your visual and sound mic are on point today. Maybe just check restream settings to fix the reverse mirror image. Your name sign flashing Kia is backwards. Oh yeah, it is backwards, huh? Oh, let me try to fix that right now. I was not paying attention to that. Let me do that right now. There we go. Now it's better. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, it was backwards, but there we go. Now you can see my name. Z Fold is the best video editor on a phone. The Hawks, indeed, Galaxy S tabs are awesome. I use built-in decks the majority of the time. Yeah, that's nice. And this Tab S6 Lite has the built-in decks feature too. I don't really use decks like I should, but oh, something just fell off my desk. But anyways, yeah, I don't use decks the way I should, but decks is nice to have, you know, because you get that computer feel, and that's another good thing because a lot of other tablets don't have that, you know. So that is good to have. Dex is a nice thing to have. So that's why I want a bigger that's why I want a bigger Samsung tablet. And even if I can't get the ultra Samsung tablets, at least a Tab S8 Plus or 9 Plus would even work for me. You know, it has the S Pen, it still has it has Dex, so I would be good with that. I covered digits briefly in this video. Okay, yeah, Big Homie Fit Tech. I will check that video out a little later. And anyone else that wants to know about digits, go check his channel out. Go check his channel out. So I know people that pre-ordered will be getting their S24 Ultras the 31st or 20th or the week of the 20th or something like that. So I mean, and I'm gonna be eager to see, you know, what people have to say about the S24 Ultra. I am not watching any of the bigger YouTubers right now that have it in hand. I want to wait until some of the people I know are unboxing and reviewing the device. So I'm waiting on that so I can see what it's all about, see what the cameras is looking like and so on and so on. Because a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to have the best cameras. But then when you get it, there's a problem with it. And then later on, it gets an update. And then the cameras are up to par to what it should have been before it came out. And that's crazy. I don't know why case company phone companies come out with a device and then they try to make it all fancy and talk about it like, oh, it's gonna be able to do this, and the camera's gonna do this. But then when you get the device, this is not available yet. You have to wait until the latest upgrade. Like, no, if I'm paying that kind of money for a phone, I want it to be able to do all the features it's supposed to do. Everything you showed at the Unpacked event, I'm gonna need it to be able to do that when I get it in my hand. I don't want to wait months, 2 or 3 months, and then it's able to do that. That's what any phone company. I'm not just talking about Samsung. I just want to throw that out there before people be like, oh, she's bashing Samsung only. I'm not. Make sure when you get up, you don't run over what you dropped on the floor. Oh no, that's on the other side of the desk. It was a little bobblehead. That's on the other side of the desk. So I'm not gonna run over it. 1 terabyte, okay. Tech for Your Needs says, I have been with T-Mobile for 17 years. Hey, that's good. If it works for you, it works for you. Why leave? 512 has basically become the standard in phones. True. I feel like 512 is a little too much storage for me. So I always stick with 256 in every phone I have that is 256. I've never went over. I barely even get to 200. I don't even get to 100. So I'd be good with the 256. Even in my iPhones, I never go over that. So I'm good. I didn't wait the Samsung thing. The Samsung thing. What are you talking about? What, did you pre-order a phone with Samsung? Is that what you're saying? I don't get what you're saying. But I'm a tech person. I like all things tech. If it's something that, appeals to me, I'm going to buy it. Hold on, guys. My phone is doing something. Hold up. All right. Sorry about that. It's just I kept hearing my iPhone going off, and I'm like, where is it at? Where is it at? And it's right here. Okay. Just had to check out something real quick. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love all things tech. I use all kind of devices, iPhone, Google, my Z Fold 3, it's up there. So, I used to be just stuck with the Android and be like, oh, I have to have Android, but I learned to get over that and just use anything that I can. Oh, he didn't watch the Unpacked event. Well, you really didn't miss nothing. You really didn't miss nothing. They just talked about some of the features and stuff and tried to build the phone up to what it's not going to be when you get it. So you didn't miss anything. So don't feel bad. You didn't miss anything at all. It was pretty boring if you ask me. That's why when I was watching it, I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, okay, let me go. I'm gonna go do something else. I was like, let me see what kind of deals they were giving. And then I was out of there. And to me, the deals on Samsung is really not wasn't really that great. I miss the days where they used to let you trade in two devices. One device is the higher amount, then the next one is the smallest amount. I miss that because they used to just practically give away new phones basically if you had a certain phone to trade in. And then they don't even have the Google Pixel 8 Pro on there to trade in, and that's crazy. They won't let you trade that in, and that is crazy. So so it is what it is when it comes to that. But other than that, I'm ready to see what the I'm ready to see what 2024 has in store as far as tech. Unpacked event 2024 was the longest keynote I ever watched. See, I never anytime the companies do their little videos about the phones, I'll look at a little bit of it, but then after that I'm like, I gotta go. I'm like, this is boring. I gotta go do something else. My attention span is not that long for stuff like that, especially if it's boring. Nature City yesterday was the best unpacked event that I've ever seen, but perhaps that's not a super high bar. I don't know. I just feel like with the events, any event that any company has, I just feel like they put a little too much in it. Just like when they came out with the iPhones and they were showing people doing movie stuff on there. Man, they were doing too much. Did none of us have that movie gear that they were using, that expensive movie gear, to make the video look even better? Nobody has that. Only people that has that stuff is people out there into movies and doing all of that. Like they try to hype the product up more than they need to. And I feel like that's where they make a mistake, you know. That's where I feel like they make a mistake. I catch up over the weekend and talk it in next week, right? I watch what everybody else has to say, and then I'll go back and watch some more videos about it. But I don't just sit there and watch the whole unpacked event. I can't do it. They're too boring for me. I'm just like, if I'm gonna buy the phone, I'm just like, hurry up and get the event over so I can purchase my purchase and be done. The Samsung event yesterday seemed long and drawn out than they usually are. Well, see, there you go. They're trying to hype the phone up more than they should. I'm telling y'all, that is what they're doing. Oh, the reason why I had a lot of the reason why my phone was going off is because FedEx. I have some packages from some companies on the way, and so that's why I was like, let me get my phone, because I know when a package is coming through, because I have a certain text message ring. So I just wanted to mention that, because y'all might be like, why does she jump up and go get her phone and leave the stream? That's why, because this is important business. Important business. So yeah, I do have some cases from UAG coming in. Then I have something from TCL coming in. I don't know what it is, but as soon as I get those products, I will be making videos. But I just don't know how long it's gonna take for my dummy unit to come in, the S24. I want to get that in. I hope that comes in before everybody starts getting the phone, actually. Because then I'm gonna feel weird making a case videos of a dummy unit and everybody else is making case videos of the real phone. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Anything else you guys want to talk about? It is 5:19. It's the time for me. I have a little bit more that I can talk about. I can stay on a little bit longer. Those events made me fall asleep last year. See there? They make me fall asleep every year. So I don't even I don't even care to watch them. I don't even care to watch them. Yeah, that's why I don't even care to watch them. I hope you guys are having a good day. Also, I forgot to say that in the beginning of the video. My bad. Somebody said, am I getting the urban RUBN says, are you getting the S24 Ultra? As of now, no, I'm not. I want the S24 Ultra, but I don't think I'm gonna get it this year. If I do get it, I'm gonna wait and see if they have better deals later on. But I did not pre-order it. Did you pre-order it, or do you plan on getting the S24 Ultra? But yeah, as of right now, no, I did not get the S24 Ultra. Don't know if I'm gonna get it, and if I do get it, I don't know when it'll be. Cause I have other tech items and phones on my radar that I would really like to get. So I don't know if I'm gonna get it at all. He said, yes, I'm getting it. Well, that's nice. That's nice. I hope you enjoy it when you do get it. Oh, excuse me. What color did you get? What color did you get? If I may ask, what color did you get? I still want to try to get my hands on the One Plus Open too. So he said, if I get it, what phone will I trade in for it? Well, I was thinking of trading in the my iPhone 13 Pro Max, but they're not giving me enough for it. So I was like, I'll wait because I still don't want to pay. I would still have to pay a lot to get the S24 Ultra. So I'm probably just gonna wait it out. Wait it out. Wait it out or not get it at all. Because like I said, there's other devices and tech that I want to get this year. So we shall see. Circle to search, magic editor, and the enhanced night photograph are the AI features I'd use most. The live call translate is amazing also, but I don't have any foreign languages, only friends. Now, see, if I were to have the S24 Ultra, the thing that would be good for me would be the live call translator, because I actually work at an elementary school in the cafeteria and it's predominantly Hispanic. So that would work good for me, but my Google helps me find things that I need to know about it. So that would be the only thing I would probably use if I were to get that device. The updates with make the S23 Ultra them same phone. Yeah, what you're saying, you said it wrong. You're saying the updates that the S23 Ultra is going to get is going to make it the same phone. And I think that's also what I heard them in the event say, something about some of the features are coming to Android devices. So that does not mean the S24 Ultra. So you don't even really have to get the S24 Ultra to get those features. You can get it in your other Android devices. So that's another thing. He says the OnePlus Open is cool. Yes, it is. And if I don't get a if I'm unable to get a Z Fold 6, or if it comes out and for whatever reason I don't like it, then I will probably get a OnePlus Open, because I can easily trade in my Z Fold 3 and get a OnePlus Open easily. I'll just have to pay more money, the thousand something, because they don't do their trade-ins like Samsung. But that's a choice too that I have, because I can always get a Samsung tablet that's big enough to where I can do my video editing on. So that's an idea too, and that's another reason why I'm like, I don't know if I really want to get the S24 Ultra, because I'm only gonna upgrade two. I'm gonna only upgrade two devices to get two more flagship devices. And if I do the S24 Ultra, then that means I would have to save the the Z Fold 3 for a folding phone. So I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. But I really do want to check out that OnePlus Open because to me that really looks nice as a folding phone. Same feature is coming to the S23 Ultra. Yes, that's what I was telling everyone. Are you waiting for the Z Fold 6 also? That originally that's the plan. I kept my Z Fold 3 for when the Z Fold 6 come out, you know. But that's another thing. It all depends on how much they're going to give me for my Z Fold 3, you know. So, but that is the plan originally, to hold on to the Z Fold 3 and then trade it in for a Z Fold 6 cuz I feel like the design, I feel like it'll be a lot, I feel like it's going to be a lot better with they're trying to do a different design change with the Z Fold 6. And I feel like that's the one that I want to go with. I skipped the 4, I skipped the 5, and I'm like, okay, Z Fold 6 it is. So that's why I still have my Z Fold 3 to this very day. And I only use it in the house, because the battery life is really garbage to me. So he said, "You're a rich girl." No, I'm not a rich girl, actually. The phones I have are on installment plans. I am not a rich girl. I just try to be smart when buying tech and make wise decisions, because I'm the type of person that I'll keep my smartphone for a while. I'm not just hopping after trading them here and there, you know. You guys might trade your phone in next year and I might still be holding on to mine for 2 more years or something, and then I'll upgrade. Because with my iPhones, I do every other iPhone. I had the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I kept that for a while, and I just upgraded last year to the 15 Pro Max. So yeah, no, I'm not a rich girl, because if I was a rich girl, I'd have every single phone on the market, no problem. Wait until the update. I had the UI6 since Spectrum on the S23 Ultra. Yeah, I got one UI6 on the Z Fold 3, but it really didn't change anything really. The notification panel is a little different, but other than that, everything is the same, and the battery is still trash. So like, I gotta get rid of the S20 the Z Fold 3 guy has to go this year. I'm tired of it. It has to go. So I'm just waiting for August. I think that's when they're gonna do the unpacked event in August, and then they'll come out with the Z Fold 6, you know. And then again, there's not a guarantee that I'll get that. It just all depends on what it looks like and what the deals are, you know. Because I'm always like, oh, I want this, oh, I want that, you know. But until I see that price in the deals, that's the game changer right there. Taxes are around the corner. There is money to be spent. Just saying, Kia. Hey, you already know I know. Some of my tax money I do save. So hey, I already know. I don't use it all, but I'll use some of it. So hey, I know. I know. So guarantee that's something that's gonna happen. I just got to make a decision. Do I want a OnePlus Open, something from last year, or do I want to wait and get the Z Fold 6, something from this year? That's what I'm torn in between. So, but I think I'm gonna wait and do the Z Fold 6 because it has the pen. That's the only thing. He said trade the Z Fold for the OnePlus Open. I know it's tempting, but the only thing about that is I would have to save up money, because with the way OnePlus does their trade-ins, you have to pay the full price and then you get the money back later. I don't really like that, you know. So I'd have to do a lot more saving to get that one than I would with the Samsung, because going through Samsung, they taking off money for you to get the new device. So that's another thing that's stopping me from getting the OnePlus Open. Because if you know, but I have looked into them and looked at the prices of them and entered stuff in. So I mean, and they were given a nice amount for like 600 or something off for a Z Fold 6, a Z Fold 3, 256 gigabytes. That ain't bad. It's just the way they do it, how you have to still pay the thousand and something. It ain't like they're taking less away where you pay less with Samsung. That's the bummer for me. Because if it was like I said, if it was like Samsung's, then I would have been done did it. But I'm just trying to be patient. Because when I'm not patient, I make stupid decisions and then I'm stuck with something I may not want and I might want to sell it later on. But if I be patient and just get what I really want, then I would be okay. That's just like with the Google Pixel Fold. I'm very happy with this device. I know Google will probably come out with the second one, but I will stick to this one for a while. So it just all depends on what my money looking like when that time comes, when those devices come out. So that's why I try to sell stuff during the year to save up. So if I sell the tablet, that'll be 200 or something, $300 that I can put back. And as I keep selling things, then I'll be able to save up and buy the other things that I want if I don't spend it too fast. And that's another thing. I have a problem spending money way too fast when it comes to tech, because I've sold. I mean, I've had $400 just at the beginning of this year and the end of last year from selling stuff, but I sold stuff to buy something else. And now I'm like, I should have never did that, because that could have been money for a smartphone or something. So it is what it is, though. That's already a done deal, but I'm learning from the mistake that I made. He says, Sharky FinTech says, I say wait and go the Z Fold 6 route. And that's the plan, because that's what I wanted. I feel the OnePlus Open is a bit overrated. Plus, too many of them are having durability issues. Plus, you'd be giving up wireless decks and possibly a built-in S Pen. See, yeah, and that's another thing with the OnePlus Open. I don't know if I really want that, because it don't have decks and it does not have the S Pen capability. And I need the S Pen for editing, because that's what I use my Z Fold 3 for. So yeah, it'll probably be the Samsung route. And if I just have to have a OnePlus device, I'll just get like a OnePlus 11 or 12 and call it a day. I don't want more than two foldables. Right now, I have the Pixel Fold and the Z Fold 3. I just need two foldables in my arsenal and I'm good. I'm not trying to have three and four foldables. And then flip phones. I'm flip the flippables are not really for me. I have the Motorola Razr 40 and it just didn't work for me. But who knows? I may try and get another flip device one day. Uh Urban, is that how you say your name? Said that Sharky FinTech is correct. Well, it'll probably just be waited for the Z Fold 6, and plus that'll give me enough time to say it. And now I have time from January to August to save up some money. you know. So whatever that whatever difference I have to pay, I should be able to do it by then. So yep. I have been doing this live stream for 1 hour 13 minutes. So I'm gonna call it a quits, because I have some other things that I need to go take care of. So I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.